Real quick, I'm gonna show you guys my bedroom studio real quick. Nothing crazy. It's my little setup here. I made these myself. Got a little couch floating over here. TV. Anyway, it's a bedroom, so of course I have a bed right here. And I did all these in the wall, give it a little treatment. Nothing crazy. Just wanted to share part of my journey with you guys. This is my it's my therapy right here. That's part of what keeps me grounded. Some people drink, some people go out, some people go to church. This is my domain right here. Glad you guys can take a tour with me real quick. Nothing crazy. As you can see, I have the prisoners right here. Quantum. And then I have the tube compressor. And as for mic, I do have the Darkman 87i. Best purchase ever. Straight up. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. I'm new to this whole YouTube video and channel setup, so please don't mind me if everything's a little wonky. But what I wanted to do today was I wanted to share with you guys real quick a quick look on my single. Hashtag hasn't been released yet, but I feel like the previous short on YouTube pretty much is the mix coming together. I do all my mixing and mastering myself. I spend a lot of time and hours dedicating myself to the best of my capability to do this. I kind of figured if I'm gonna do this and have fun with it, I might as well apply myself 100%. And to all of you guys out here, doesn't matter if you're a beginner, doesn't matter if you're new in this, do what makes you feel good. Always do what makes you feel good. Always do everything that keeps you sane, that keeps you grounded, makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, we only have one life, man. Let's just live it up. Let's just live it up. At least that's how I feel. Of course, people have their opinion about anything we do in this life. It's part of human nature. It's okay, good or bad. It is what it is. Well, let's get into the mix real quick. I'm not going through the whole process to show you guys all the steps. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna quickly shut off all my plugins real quick on my processing. As you can see, I just did that. I'm gonna zoom in for you real quick if you can see it. If you can see it better. You know. Okay, so this is all the processing, everything shut off. I'm gonna shut off all my synths also, so that I can hear what the vocals sound like. Remember, I record this, went to the mixing and master it myself. Well, not mastering yet, but pretty much I think the mix is done. I think the mix is pretty much finished. So here's the part of the hook real quick with no processing.
Hashtag nigga, yeah. Hashtag nigga, yeah. Hashtag nigga, fucker in a Mustang. Hashtag nigga, yeah. Hashtag nigga, yeah. Hashtag nigga, put it, make me do thing.
And then going to the first verse. Sounds pretty rough, right? But one thing I'll say though, it doesn't matter how much plug-in you put on your track, or your vocal I should say. It doesn't really matter how expensive of the plugin is. Please, it doesn't matter if it's a cheap mic. It doesn't matter if it's a $10,000 mic. But always try your best to have the best vocal recording. Let's start with this. Doesn't matter how cheap the mic is. Record your vocal to the best of that mic capability, 100%. All right. Before I continue, one thing I always do also, if you go over here, I'm gonna go right here. As you can see, where my mic line is, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but I have a fat channel on there to give it some of that grittiness, right? And I also have a compressor in there. That's after coming from my 2 compressor, going to the Quantum, right? And then to the DAW. And then the signal go right here, and it still get some more processing done, just to give it a little bit more shine. That's something that you can definitely play around with. Right when the mic signal come to the DAW, a lot of people don't realize you can still do some extra processing to give your vocal some more shine. So that's what I wanted to say. That's first thing first, right? Now let's get back to this real quick. So this was the hook. I'm gonna let you hear some part of the verse, first verse. You guys can still hear some of that mixing on my little shorts that I put on out earlier. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick behind the scene part of my growth, part of this song, to show you guys at least the little thing I do. One of them days I'll do a more detailed breakdown of my processing with the mixing step that I learned, that I take for you guys. But quick little trick that I learned, right? So if you guys look here, this is the main Vox right here. As you can see, I have a Vox 2, right? And I have it back up, and I have it back up again, right? So what I like to do is, real quick, right? One thing I learned, I record this main Vox, right? Make sure it's polished, it sounds really good. And I will record my voice again. But what I do, instead of parallel compressing the main Vox itself and then just blending it that way within that main Vox channel itself, what I end up doing is if you look over here, you know, right here, there's a splitter right here on the main Vox plot too, right? Sorry about all this, man. So the splitter right here, what I do is I parallel compress my second vocal track. Really hard. Of course, I put some plugin on it after I did that. And then in the back end, in the background, as you can see, it's negative 22 dB. Is because I'm trying to blend it in with the main vocal, right? I'm trying to blend it with the main vocal to create that extra grittiness, you know? So for example, solo this, you'll see what it sounds like. Just the main vocal by itself.
Nigga, don't know me none of the damn thing. Fast cash, nigga, take your girl, make her my new flame.
And then remember, this is
like a king. Hashtag, nigga, look, it got the blame.
This is no processing, right? Nothing. So that's just the main vocal. Now I'm gonna solo my second track. And don't ever duplicate your vocal, all right? Because you'll run into so many phaser issue. I always, over the years, I've learned to just stack your vocals, just re-record them, because you need that little subtle difference. It's gonna help a lot. So now, look at this. Now I'm gonna play this. This is with the second vocal parallel compress, right? With negative 22.22 dB, right? And then I'm gonna hit play on here. You'll see the difference.
Blame hashtag nigga, fast cash nigga, all the way on nigga, I don't fuck with them for cash nigga, clap, nigga, see me pull up in the block.
You see how that song? So it create that extra grittiness to it. This is with the compressed parallel compression, right? And this is without it.
Hashtag nigga, pick your wing, look like a king. Hashtag nigga, look it, got the blame. Hashtag nigga, fast cash nigga, all the way on nigga, I don't fuck with them for cash nigga, clap, nigga, see me pull up in the block, limo, nothing but.
And then, again, let's solo this with it. This is with a parallel compression on my second vocal, right?
But the G thing, nigga, look like crack nigga. Hashtag nigga, don't know me none of the damn thing. Fast cash nigga, take your girl, make her my new fling. Hashtag
big difference.
Nigga, pick your wing, look like a king. Hashtag nigga, look at.
That's a big difference, right? You already, that's all this is without any processing done yet, right? That's just the parallel compression on my second vocal with my main vocal dry, and I just blend it in with it because you don't want to put too much. So you're gonna drive your volume up till you match it up to a level that you think it sounds cool, which I just showed you, right? Now, so this is the mix, as you can see. I'm gonna show you again everything without the without any processing. So let's go to the second verse.
Show up on this nigga, don't wanna be me. Can the Lord forgive me by singing?
That's with the compression on the second vocal, parallel compression, excuse me. And then this is without it.
They can see me putting niggas to sleep. They be thinking I'm Bruce Lee. They be feeling skeptic. I wanna sing like Bruce.
This is with it again.
Then show me drive the Lexus. Show me love, I'm sexist. You just wanna text me 30
I don't know.
sexting. Baby, please me.
I don't know what you're listening to. If you can clearly hear, there's a little bit more grittiness in the voice, right? So that effect create a little bit more dimension for you and all that good stuff. So real quick, I'm about to be done. I'm about to be done with this video today real quick. I just wanted to share this with you guys as quick as I can for my new single, hashtag. It's gonna be on all platforms soon enough, all right? Now, let me know what you guys think. So this is the mix, right? Let's listen to the hook first, real quick. Oh, let me unsolo this real quick. Sorry.
Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, fucker in a Mustang.
So-
Hashtag nigga.
And let's do this real quick. Sorry, I'm holding this with one hand. Hold shift. Gonna select on my track, and then I'm gonna activate on my insert, which is on my plugin, on my processing, right? Now, you heard what it sounds like without it. Now, listen to this.
Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, fucker in a Mustang. Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, booty, dicky, good thing. Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, fucker in a Mustang. Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, booty, dicky, good thing. Show up on the scene, nigga, don't wanna be me. Can the Lord forgive me?
Nice, right?
Give me busting, you think you see me?
And then this is the first verse, a little bit of it.
Hashtag nigga, don't know me none of the damn thing. Fast cash nigga, take a girl, make her my new flame. Hashtag nigga, pecking ring look like a gang. Hashtag nigga, look, got the bling. Hashtag nigga, fast.
So, yeah. This is it pretty much. I'll be mastering this, and then that'll be the last step. And then it's funny though, because I was playing this with you guys with nothing on my main output, right? As you can see right here, I just had the limiter on there, but I didn't even turn it on. But look at this. If I turn the limiter on, that's without any mastering, just the limiter, right? I have to turn my volume down real quick because it's about to like almost try to blow the roof off. Now, listen to this.
Fast cash nigga, only a nigga, I don't fuck with a fake ass nigga. Black clap, nigga, see me pull up in the black limo, on the G thing.
Yeah.
Nigga look like that nigga. Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, fucker in a Mustang. Hashtag nigga, booty, dicky, good thing. Hashtag nigga, fucker in a Mustang. Hashtag nigga.
And then, so my main thing for me is, I always tell people, at least for me, what works is mixing is definitely like cooking. All right, it really is. So if I have all the ingredient, right? I have the steak, I have the potatoes, asparagus, I have all my seasoning and everything, right? And I'm about to cook that dish, right? So remember, mixing is like cooking. Now, if I cook the food and my steak is salty or my potato is salty, my asparagus is burned, right? It doesn't matter what I do in the mastering, right? It's not gonna fix none of that issue. So that's the mindset you have to start out with. The main thing, always your main thing, is to have the mix as good as possible. So it's like cooking. So, and then mixing is like you plating that food, right? So it's like you go into that restaurant and they cook that food and then they have that most amazing plating. The presentation is out of this world, and then you took your knife, right, and fork, and then you're about to take a bite, and it's, oh my Lord, it's the saltiest food you ever tasted. It doesn't matter what the presentation, what the plating looked like. It didn't matter, right? It's still gonna be salty, and you're still not gonna be able to consume it. So mixing and mastering is the same thing, right? It's cooking and then plating. Mastering is like you plating your mix, your cooking, to be served, which is to the public, right? So look at it this way. At least that's how I approach every song, right? Took me a while to learn this, but I wish that I've learned this sooner, really, really, really sooner. But this is part of my journey, right? And then as you can see, I have these small speakers here. So you heard what it sounds like in the big speakers, right? Real dope, right? Not bad, right? Now let me hook it up to the small speakers real quick, right? Let's switch that up. And then hit play.
Hashtag nigga, put it, make me good, man. Show up on the scene, nigga, don't wanna be me. Give the Lord forgive me, boss me, you think you see me. Put me niggas to sleep, they be thinking I'm gonna sleep. They be feeling skeptic, I wanna sing.
See, still sound good, right?
Please don't tease me, your booty make me dizzy. She's looking for power, coming from my condo. If you go for porno, we play with no combo.
Yeah.
The double, I get the pussy mellow. Deep inside the jungle, she call me Mr. Congo. She looking for trouble, and she got on the goggle.
And then here's the hook.
Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, fucking for the monster. Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, put it, make me do bang. Hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga, hashtag nigga.
So, not bad, right? I'm glad I have these two little speakers as a reference also. I figured if I can translate it sounding so good on here, that's my BMX8 audio, M audio speakers, and then translate it to those small speakers right here. This is all still from PreSonus. Doesn't even have as much power as you can see as the big ones that I have. But if it can sound good in both references, it gives me a good starting point. And same reason why I use my cell phone, right? To see how it sounds also. And then all the little short live that I did for my song, it's all MP3 file. So it's not even a WAV file yet. It's all MP3. So it's not even the higher resolution of the mix yet. Just to give you guys an idea, that's just the mix. That's it. On MP3, on the low level MP3. So once I master this baby, I'll come back and share it with you guys. Well, thank you for spending some time with me. This is Slake814. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more content, definitely share, comment, and subscribe. Truly appreciate it. This is new for me. Putting myself out there for the very first time. Hopefully you guys like what you see or show some support. Oh, just tell me your opinion. Truly appreciate it. All right, man. I'm outie.